everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are doing an all-day clean with me. I'm going to take you along for the entire day doing cleaning tasks and also cooking with me. I'm going to share with you a lunch recipe, which is going to be a really delicious warming soup, especially nice on a cold winter day. And then I'm also going to share a really comforting dinner recipe as well. So make sure you give this video a like if you enjoy cooking with me, so I know to include that more in my future videos. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on those. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First thing that we are going to tackle, as usual, is tidying up all of the toys in the living room. So I'm going to put his rug away, and then also the train tracks back in the baskets. We have these white baskets that I use for toy storage. These are brilliant. I really enjoy having these because it's a nice way to stash away all of the toys at the end of the day. Today it was really early in the morning when I'm filming this, and my toddler was at preschool today. So I just dropped him off and then I came straight back home to start tidying up. So I'm going to put all the toys away. I'm also going to tidy up his play kitchen, tidy up the coffee table, put the Elf away because he is back this year. Elf on the Shelf, we are doing it again this year, and Victor is much more excited than last year because I feel like he understands more. So it's been really fun to do that. You can follow along on Instagram if you want to see more of Elf on the Shelf. And I also have some ideas on my blog. If you guys are interested, I have 24 Elf on the Shelf ideas, so I will link that down below for anyone who's in need of some inspiration this year. And then I'm also going to straighten up the sofa, including the throws and the cushions, just to make it look nice and put together again. And today on my to-do list, I also have freshening up the carpet. So I'm going to start with the entrance here, the back entrance to the garden. So I'm going to hoover just to make sure the dry dirt is gone. And then I'm going to use my Dr. Beckman's carpet stain remover. I swear by this thing, it's so amazing. And I don't only use it on carpets, I also use it on furniture. Like for example, on my sofa, I use it a lot because it's quite a light color, and my toddler does eat there sometimes, so it can get a bit stained, and if that happens, that's okay because this comes to the rescue. It's got a brush on top and it works really well on any type of stains that I have found. And then also for the carpets, I'm going to use the Glade Shake and Vac in the lemon scent. This smells so lovely and so fresh. So I'm going to sprinkle this all over the living room carpet. I'm going to leave it. I usually leave it for about half an hour, but obviously you can do more. If you want kind of a deeper refresh, you can obviously leave it on for longer. So I'm just going to sprinkle it around, and then I'm going to hoover it all up. And let's get started on the lunch recipe. So I'm making a soup that I found on BBC Good Food. I love their app. They have really great recipes, so I will link this one down below. But I'm going to use potatoes, leeks, a small onion, a bit of butter, some creme fraiche, a stock cube. I have a vegetable stock one. And then I'm going to use salt and pepper, and that's going to be a really delicious and quick soup to make. So I'm going to start by melting the butter in a pot here. And I'm also going to chop up the onions, the potatoes, and the leeks as well. The recipe calls for mostly the white part of the leeks, so that's what I'm going to try to do here.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time, smile my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over, we'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas just like.
So I'm going to start by sauteing the onions first. And then on top of that, I'm going to add the potatoes and the leeks. And then I'm also going to add the vegetable stock cube and water. I'm actually going to add water until the vegetables are pretty much covered, or like, mostly covered.
We know the time is short. We blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late.
And I'm going to leave this to boil for about 20 minutes. Now the recipe on BBC is actually slightly different, but I kind of adjusted to what I like, so that's what I'm going to do. And then while the soup is boiling away, I'm going to start tidying up in the kitchen. I actually had to empty out the dishwasher because it was all filled with clean dishes that needed to be put away. So that's what I'm going to do, and then also going to put some dirty dishes back in the dishwasher afterwards. Also, just for fun, let me know in the comments below, what did you guys have for lunch today, or what do you plan on having? I think we could all use some lunch inspiration in the comments below. Or let me know what your favorite lunch recipe is at the moment. I would really love to know. So yeah, let's have a chat in the comments today. And then after 20 minutes have passed and the potatoes are nice and soft, I'm going to start blending up the soup. I have this hand blender that I use. And then I'm also going to season with salt and pepper to taste. And I'm going to add the creme fraiche at the end as well. And then I'm also adding some chives just to kind of garnish and make the plate look a bit nicer. And that's it for our soup today. It's such an easy recipe and it's really, really delicious.
Come on up, come on over. It's the friendliest time of year. Come on up, come on in. Nothing better than to give the gift of cheer. So come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be singing all these songs. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
It is now a bit later on in the day. I'm going to take out the bins because I realized they were nearly full and I needed them to be empty so I can start cooking, because obviously I need some bin space when I'm cooking just to put things in the bin. And then I'm going to show you the recipe that I'm using tonight. It's also on BBC Good Food. It's called a creamy mushroom pasta. It looks really delicious. So I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to start taking everything out of the fridge and the cupboards, everything that I need for this recipe today.
Hold up, I am on
my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling.
For tonight's recipe, I'm going to need some linguine pasta, mushrooms, onion, garlic, butter. I've also got some double cream, a lemon, and then I'm also going to use, they called for olive oil, but I actually didn't end up using it because butter was enough. And then I'm going to use salt, pepper, and a bit of white wine as well. I'm going to start by putting a pot of water to boil. And then in the meantime, I'm going to chop up the onions, and I'm going to saute this in the butter on the stove.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter.
After the onion has sauteed for a little bit and it's mostly translucent, I'm going to add the mushrooms, and these I will leave on for about 10 minutes just to make sure they are nicely cooked, and then I'm going to add the garlic on top. While the mushrooms are cooking, I'm going to just grate a bit of the lemon peel, and then I'm also going to chop up some parsley, which I think I forgot to mention. I actually have this fresh parsley in the freezer, but I'm pretty sure you can use dried up parsley as well if you don't have that.
And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss it.
And then I'm going to add, once the mushrooms are cooked, I'm going to add the white wine, about I think 100 milliliters of this, and I'm going to let that cook for a while. Next, I'm going to add the double cream, which is kind of a thick cream. And then I'm also going to add the lemon zest, and then I'm also going to add some pasta water just to make it a slightly bit thinner, the sauce. And then I'm also going to add the parsley right at the end.
Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time.
Then I'm going to season with a bit of salt and pepper, and I'm also going to add some grated cheddar. I think the recipe called for parmesan, but I had cheddar instead, so I just used that. But it was really delicious anyway. Then I'm going to toss the linguine in there, mix it nicely, and that's it for dinner. Such a quick and easy recipe as well, and it's such a good comfort food on a cold winter evening. After dinner, I'm going to start clearing up in the kitchen. So I'm going to put all of the dishes away from the dining table, and I'm also going to spray the dining table with some method spray just to make sure it's nice and clean for tomorrow morning.
We're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance.
And as you can see by now, the kitchen is pretty much a complete mess. So I'm going to start cleaning in here as well. First thing I'm going to do is put the pasta away in a container. I have this one from IKEA, and I'm going to put all the leftovers away for the next day. And then I'm going to put all of the dishes in the dishwasher, just kind of clear the counters of everything that's on there. And then I'm also going to put recycling away.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas.
And then one of my favorite things to do is to spray the counters at the end of the day. I just really like having a clean surface to wake up to in the morning. So I'm going to use my method spray for this and just go all around the kitchen with it.
So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this.
And then after Victor is in bed, I can relax for the day. I can light up a candle in the living room. We're going to also put the Elf on the Shelf up because it's Elf on the Shelf season. So it's a really easy one tonight because we were so tired, but I just put him in the cereal bowl with some cereal. And then I'm going to have a hot chocolate and watch something on Netflix. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe for more. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!
So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with